The 11th hyacinth, which is of an exquisite violet color. In this foundation stone is disclosed the love of Mary for the redemption of the human race. This love was infused into her at her conception, and was applied to her in view of the merits of the death of the Redeemer, her Son. As the whole remedy of guilt and the justification of all the souls was to take its rise from the redemption, this love of the great Queen for the redemption from that first instant earned her the power of demanding that no sinner, how great and abominable soever he might be, should be excluded from the fruit of the redemption and justification, nor fail to attain eternal life if he invoked the intercession of this powerful Lady and Advocate. The 12th amethyst, of a refulgent violet color. The mystery of this stone or foundation corresponds in part with that of the first. It imports a kind of inherent power conceded to the Most Holy Mary from the moment of her conception, against all the devilish host, so that the demons, without any command or action on her part, feel a distressing and torturing force proceeding from her as soon as they wish to approach her presence. It was given to her as a reward of her incomparable zeal in exalting and defending the glory and honor of God. Hence the mere sound of her sweetest name is sufficient to expel from the bodies of men the malignant spirits. For her holy name is so powerful that at the mere intimation of it they are overcome and deprived of strength. These are, in short, the mysteries of the foundations upon which God built the holy city of Mary. But they point to many other mysteries and favors received by her, and in so far as the Lord will give me light and strength, I will manifest them in the farther course of this history. The evangelist proceeds and says, "And the 12 gates are 12 pearls, one to each, and every several gate was of one several pearl." The great number of gates of this mystical city signify that through Most Holy Mary and through her ineffable dignity and merits, the entrance of life everlasting was to be just as easy as it is free. It was in a manner due and befitting to the excellence of this exalted Queen, that in her and through her the infinite mercy of the Most High should magnify itself by opening all the many ways of communication with the divinity, and that all mortals, if they wished to make use of her merits and powerful intercession, should enter into participation of the divinity. The priceless value, magnificence, beauty, and fairness of these 12 gates, constructed of pearls, imply the greatness of the dignity and grace of this Empress of Heaven, and the sweetness of her delightful name, which draws mortals toward God. The Most Holy Mary knew that the Lord had bestowed upon her the prerogative of being the special mediatrix of the human race, and the dispensatrix of the treasures of the divinity for her Son, and therefore the prudent and most diligent mistress exerted herself to make the merits and dignity of her works so precious and excellent that they are the astonishment of the blessed in heaven. Thus the gates of that city were indeed precious pearls in the sight of the Lord and of men. Accordingly it is said, "And the square of the city was of pure gold, as it were transparent glass." The piazza or square of the city of God, Most Holy Mary, is its interior or her soul. Here, as in a square or marketplace, all the life converges, and here the commerce and trade of the Republic of the soul is transacted, for it is the center of the activity of the senses and other faculties. This square in the Most Holy Mary was of purest and transparent gold, because composed of the wisdom and love of God himself. Never was it affected by dullness, ignorance, or inattention. All her thoughts were most exalted, and her affections were inflamed with immeasurable love. On this square the highest mysteries of the divinity were deliberated. From this square were heard the words, Fiat mihi secundum verbum tuum, which gave a beginning to the most exalted work that God ever accomplished or will ever accomplish. There the innumerable petitions in favor of the human race were devised and sent up to the tribunal of God. There those riches were amassed which will expel poverty from all the world if men will enter into commerce with it. There also is the armory against the demons and all vice. For in most holy Mary are the graces and virtues which make her terrible to hell, and which afford us courage to overcome the devilish host.